All right, knife round time. Knife round. It's time for knife round. Also, make sure you get your channel points in before the pistol round ends. Right now, it looks like a lot of people are on the side of Holly Molly over Peeker's advantage, which, I don't know. They might be mentally boomed after that last game. Things were looking pretty rough at the end for Holly Molly. Oh, where's your Eva? 1 versus 3 for the knife round. One good stab is not going to be enough. Holly Molly will take the knife round. Take the CT side. There we go. I would love to see this channel points prediction evened out a little bit. Why do you have floofies in your title? I think I meant, I honestly, just in case you don't know me. All right, good. Close enough. Well, this is an outside play if I've ever seen one from Peeker's advantage. Everyone in. Jim A quickly handled, and these doolies doing a lot of work for Holly Molly. Three versus 5. Peeker's advantage looking towards ramp. Or maybe heaven. Good Glock play for Cole C to start this one off, but only enough for the one. Larry Wick with another. We're suddenly down to the 2 versus 2. Spectre and Salsa working well in tandem. They've still got a decent amount of time left on the round. Holly Molly have left to each guard a singular site, so again, they've left it so that rather than retaking, they're just going to have one on each site, not going to deal with any sort of a trade. Oh, Flashy T goes in to try and stop the planter, but Spectre overwatching from heaven will allow it. 68 HP. Omu called up. Flashy T trying to take attention over toward Hut while Omu makes his way up into heaven. Spectre does have an inkling that something's about to happen. Oh, flatlines. Clotheslines. Flashy T, those doolies. Good start, but there's not enough time left. There's no kit. Peeker's advantage. Take the pistol round. Oops, wrong button. So, honestly, that pistol round looked like it had Holly Molly all over it. Good early start. They managed to really stop Peeker's advantage from starting off, but always remember there's more than the first 30 seconds of the round, and Peeker's advantage kept it tenacious. Well, this is fun. Got everybody up in the rafters. Except for this guy. Omu hanging out in garage. This does leave Peeker's advantage to taking things a little bit slowly, which could be good, but eventually they will head on over toward ramp, and it's going to be up to Omu to try and stop them. These 4 players are just like, nope. Rafters are the new home of Holly Molly, and this isn't a force buy, so if we lose whatever... Meanwhile, Spectre getting active. He's already in hell, waiting for the smoke to fade. Not interested in that. It's going to be Omu to clothesline him. Eagle still out. Not going to be enough against the Galeals, but... So now Peeker's advantage mostly with the bomb sight, although big push into back halls. We can watch the bullets just spraying, and only one of these T's will fall. The rest survive, and Peaker's Advantage will take a second round. Colsey not rebuying? Question mark. I mean, this is a not live. This is going to be a live round. That was just a weird start to the round. Well, Holly Molly starting this one off pretty passively on the defense, leaving things pretty standard for Peaker's Advantage. The outside smoke's thrown down. The gauntlet, the classic gauntlet of the T side on Nuke. Going, all right, you gonna spray this? You're gonna clear the smokes? Looks like they are, but Peaker's Advantage linger just a touch too long, so have to refresh these and go in for the entries. Flash ET lit up, but proves to be enough to hold the line. Jimmy does manage to get one back, but Larry Wick out of heaven going to continue dropping bodies for Peaker's Advantage. 4 versus 2 on the defense. Spectre still sitting inside, waiting for Salsa to get something done, which they do. So this 1 versus 3 suddenly looks a little bit doable. 40 seconds remaining on the round. Bomb recovered, and Spectre just going to dive down vents with those final 30 seconds. Might be able to make it down and get that bomb planted before Holly Molly know what happened even. They're still getting down vents. They will have kits available to them, so this 1 versus 3 should be very possible. But Spectre getting set up outside. Oh, the first one, good. Those are both wounded players. Now Spectre down on 12 HP with Emblem scaling across the site. Door's still open for single. This could give away what is about to happen. USP. Emblem didn't even want to use the M4. Holly Molly secure their first round on their CT side. And they've done a good job of keeping the economy in check for Peaker's Advantage. So going into round number 4, the buy is going to feel pretty fair. And the Holly Molly image, just looking over there and seeing goop is something. Now, a couple of MAC 10s to fill out the buy for Peaker's Advantage, but otherwise these rifles are pretty good. Looks like it's going to be an early presence toward ramp. The smoke down, but Peaker's Advantage seemed to be pretty unafraid of the red box player, and Reva going to handle Emblem handily. Man advantage on the side of Peaker's Advantage as they scale onto the B-bomb site. There's already players down here for Holly Molly. Well, this is a very close-up engagement for Sweetie. Handled double spray down, but now 2 versus 3. Holly Molly in a good position for this retake. Waiting for the peek on out. Omu unable to get started on ramp. It does give space for Spectre to escape to, and now Colsey, a lone player left standing, gonna stop Holly Molly before they can get started. 2 players surviving. Peaker's Advantage take the lead to the tune of 3-1. Now, CT side going to be pretty unarmed on this one. They do have pistols, but those are not going to feel too great. And, all right, so what kind of a weird thing are we doing with the USPs, guys? while Omu is actually doing all the hard work outside, we have this brigade, all four heading up through secret, trying to do some weird stuff. It works. It works. I'm sorry. Why does that work? And they continue. Look at these lemmings. Look at this. I feel like you could write a song. Dun 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 dun. And they've correctly identified that this is going to be a ramp push. Spectre able to spray down two, but the USP's proven to be just too much to handle. And now Salsa alone. This was rifles versus pistols. And not just pistols, 4 USPs and a deagle. And it has been a team ace so far. Everyone on the team with a kill. And Omu looking to be the one with double on the round. 30 seconds left. These DTs are going to make their way across as that bomb is set down. Salsa, flash on out. Both DTs turned away. Oh, runs out of ammo. Has to pull out the Glock. Omu could stick the defuse. Salsa going to go for the reload. It's could be anyone's game. Omu with the reposition. And Salsa expecting Omu to still be over on the bomb. 5 pistols. Handle Peeker's advantage on round number 5. Sure. That's just where we're at right now. 10:22 on a Thursday night. It's Nuke. It's the map where weird things are not only happening, but commonplace. Is it a full moon out? It feels like a full moon out with that kind of a play. Well, now it's Beaker's advantage turn to pull out the pistols. Upgraded pistols all across the squad. Eagles, Tech 9s, the P250. It's not even a full moon, and we're getting weird stuff like that. Love it. Well, Peeker's advantage looking for ramp, and they are going to be shredded, mowed down, and melted. And we even things out at 3. Honestly, though, this is super dangerous for Peeker's advantage. Holly Molly are released. They're starting to find their footing. You might have expected that losing 10 rounds in a row on Ancient would really get inside their heads, but Holly Molly gooped up on a Thursday. They're ready to play. Ooh, big play. Flash ET up close, waiting for the push out, and Jimmy going to be the one clotheslined. Going to make things a little bit difficult for Peeker's advantage as player up on Twinkie. Wondering how many more rifles are laying in wait outside. But there's players just all over. There's nowhere safe for Peeker's advantage. They lose outside, then they lose ramp. Now the question is, what's next? Does that mean inside is free? The rotations from Holly Molly have been so decisive and quick. Outside to be tested once again. Flash ET gonna be the one here. Handles Polsey. Sviti trades out with Spectre. Push on into the A-bomb site. Spectre still doing well, but it's not gonna prove to be enough as Omu comes in from behind with the AWP. And Holly Molly chalk up a 4th round and send Peeker's advantage back down to the Stone Age. Pistols once again on this T side. Well, the answer is go fast, I guess. As Peeker's advantage head towards A and get melted right through. Sviti takes Spectre's head off, Larry Wick to clean up. So, all right, we're just gonna not count number 8. Give that one to Holly Molly and say, let's see what happens next. A nice quick round. Oh, good damage early on. Omu trying to get something started early and eats a clip as a result. Down to 28 HP. Good response, though, to Leg Spectre. The leg is not a kill, and there's still 5 players active for both of these teams. 5 dangerous armed players. Now, it might look like Holly Molly are stacking up the rounds. This one could still not be much closer. Secret player. Not going to be able to get anything started this round. Seeker's Advantage looking at that lower bomb site, but they still haven't discovered the AWP. They know that it was in Hut, but it's had plenty of time to reposition. Omu has been extremely good this game already. Oh, that's a good trade for Salsa. Colsey joining in as well. That's the upper bomb site belonging to Peeker's Advantage. They're bruised and burned, but not out just yet. Emblem with the headshot, keeping Holly Molly in this round. 2 kills for this rifler. The other 2 are not doing too much better. They will remove Omu from the equation. Emblem with 3. Looking for that 1v1. There's one more player in Mini, and Ureva peeks out. Okay. Peeker's Advantage. That one hanging by a thread, but they managed to snip the thread. Not a whole lot of money left after the 4K. Recovering that AWP is going to prove to be invaluable going into round number 10. As the rest of the squad, the utility is looking a little lackluster. 14 nades for the side of Peeker's Advantage. And Nuke being a util-heavy map, oh my goodness. Movement out of Omu completely flummoxes Colsey. What in the world? This is the lobby peak of the century right here. Spectre, you cannot have any idea how much pain awaits you. Okay, Omu, no scope right up. This is the Nuke main right here. No scope on ladder. Tell me more. Oh, flashing T. Oh my, has the peak as well. Has the flick. And it's Salsa in a 1 versus 4. Does manage to avenge their teammate, but again, how are you going to challenge those 3 op kills? This is not a passive opper that just sits in Big Garage and waits for the push. This is a battle opper. Salsa, it looks nervous. I think the push up to red is the right decision. Knows that Omu could be from lobby all the way out, so sometimes the right decision is just keep moving forward. One versus 3 spots the player down by single door. Ooh. Not as quiet as you really could have been, as Emblem is present, and it's a 6-4. Holly Molly doing the work they need to be doing on their CT side to take this best of 3 back. Oh my goodness! You see that? The nade landed on its butt. It's a nade flip. Wow, legendary. All right, so the answer, once again, for Peeker's advantage is try to go for something faster. Jimmy already down on the lower bomb site, so that bomb going to be planted. Oh, we're going to be forced back here in hell. Good opening, but it doesn't prevent the plant. So a quick vent dive for Peeker's advantage, yielding some results. Oh, Larry, we're about to discover these Tech 9s. Jim May and Spectre just shred through Holly Molly. Now it's going to be up to Omu. The Deagle and the AWP has been on point. Can it continue? Oh my goodness, the flick for the final kill. Is there enough time to? What a clutch, a 4K clutch to win the round at the last possible second. Omu, what in the world? How can you do that? 7-4. It's Nuke. It's just Nuke, everybody. This is how we nuke. This is how we nuke. And because we nuke. Well, luckily for Peeker's advantage, that was a low buy. That was just pistols, so they will have the money to buy up rifles for the final round of the half. Oh, Flashy T about to be caught outside. Jim A melts right through. That could be the opening here. Peeker's advantage have had a lot of rounds suffering, being the victims of the early openings. Oh, that is a leg onto Sviti, or shot through the wall. Either way, these AKs are going flawlessly for Peeker's advantage. Oh my goodness, though. Emblem crashing into the lobby. Able to get 2, able to get 3, but it's not enough as Peeker's advantage do manage to secure a 5th round on their T side. 7-5 as we switch over. Now, the thing to know about Holly Molly is their pistols have been looking pretty sharp. Peeker's advantage can't afford to lose this pistol on CT. Having the T side get out of control on Nuke, it's really tough to rein them back in. Now, Holly Molly managed to do it. They did. Peeker's advantage did manage to win their T side pistol. Well, I guess the answer is to just get out on the A-bomb site fast enough that they can't stop you. Halsey managing to stomp down from heaven, but bomb is down. Flashy T hears these dualies coming in hot. 2 versus 2. Oh my goodness. Mini. Emblem with the double. Well, it looks like Peeker's advantage after... I don't think anyone has forced in the post-pistol rounds. We're going to get our first one of the series. And I remind you, if you haven't been here, this is a whole best of 3. And this is the first time we've seen this anti-eco force buy out of the CT side. Peeker's advantage really don't want to let Holly Molly get too out of control with their T side. What they have done is keep Holly Molly pretty bottled up in lobby. Of course, Omu gonna open things up over outside, but again, I really want to keep my eye on what happens inner, because this feels like where everything is going to come from as this round heads into the second minute. Spectre able to melt through Larry Wick, but Emblem proving to be too much to handle. And Omu's at Mach 10 just jumping around. Omu is so ready for everything that has been sent their way. 1 versus 4 now for Colsey. Armor, MP9, but no util. This is an MP9 that you should ideally trade up if you're not, like, super into it. You know, get yourself that knife. Treat yourself. That's right, we're talking about skins. I was about to say 4 players surviving for Holly Molly, but Colsey managing to put that MP9 to use and recovers the Galil, so that is quite big, but with the forced buy, now there's not a whole lot of money left to buy again for round number 15, so Seeker's Advantage gonna have a mountain against them. Oh my goodness, it's just gonna be... My name is Speed because look at these Mach 10s. Mach 10s, MP9s. Holly Molly looking for as much speed as possible. I like, speaking of Molotovs, oh, that nade doing so much. So much util damage. Colsey and Spectre softened up to the consistency as marshmallows, and Larry Wick is looking hungry for marshmallows. Down to 2 HP, but either way, 4 versus 2 now. Oh, and the 5-7 can't even finish the job. Just gonna be Salsa left in the 1 versus 4. Trying to peek out of hut, but no one's home. Holly Molly have moved on. Bomb gonna be headed up to heaven and right back down to the A bomb site, but it's not even needed. 5 to 10. Holly Molly on a warpath. Looking to prove that that second map was not representative of what this team can do. So, Spectre had a fantastic map number 2, and is the only one above double-digit kills on Peeker's Advantage. That is just not going to work. 15 and 13 with everybody else on 8. Look at, it's 8 down the line for Peeker's Advantage. And there's even more 8s on the other side. In case you know, didn't like the number 8 on one side, why not the other side? Though that is going to be quickly changed. Flash ET going to be the first one off of 8 kills from those that were just on it. Spectre lurking around this B bomb site could be dangerous. Seeker's Advantage haven't really made a choice as to where they want to go. They're still locating the picks. Still locating Peeker's Advantage. Already key-man advantage. Well, Flash ET on 10 HP. That is not Flash ET. That is a Mach 10 of Omu down to 1. 1 hit point. As the T side starts to skirt across. Spectre going to be called upon to do a lot of work in this situation. You have Colsey on ramp. So there's still the opportunity for a rotation, but huge man advantage to Holly Molly. Could be very quickly handled here. Spectre not expecting multiple players on stairs. This AWP needs to get so much done. 2 versus 4. That bomb should be planted any minute now as Well, I guess Holly Molly gonna knock a few more players out of the server first. We'll see. Good for 1. That's a 3-kill Flash ET that you have taken down. Flash ET on about 10 HP as well. One of the more overkill op shots that I've seen. So Colsey just gonna hold on to the AWP. Holly Molly gonna make it an 11th round here on Nuke. How's it going? It's not Matt. Welcome on in. Maybe. Yeah, all right. A little bit of extra money on the side of Seeker's Advantage.
Terrorists win.
How's it going? How's it going? Welcome on in. 5-11 scoreline. It's about as bad as can be. Not a whole lot of money left on the Peeker's Advantage side either, so as they force this one up, if they lose this, that could be all the marbles. While Holly Molly are only on 11 and not 12. With the money in the position it is, might as well be... Oh, the boost up for Omu. Nobody's home. Outside, pretty quiet for Peeker's Advantage. There is a Colsey sitting inside garage, but not in one of the more obvious spots, so... Waiting for the push on out, waiting for the heads to emerge, but the flash will stop Colsey from getting involved. The nade. And now we've got Opper's HP. Molly over to block off red. And some more help called in on the side of Peeker's Advantage. Players spotted over in CT. Credit card mollied off. Holly Molly really leaving nothing to chance, and yet Omu still removed from the equation by Colsey. Was able to slink back and hold from heaven as well. Peeker's Advantage might have finally found the solution. The thing that Holly Molly have been doing time and time again, they don't have the opportunity to do this round, or this map, because you can't just get active over in mid and then pull back to the extremities. Really just a measure of maybe get active outside and pull back, but even then, oh, but Ureva might be spotted here in mini. The timing. Here's the players heading down through vent, so it's going to be up to Spectre on the B-bomb site. 15 seconds as Holly Molly start to burst on out. There's not a lot of time left. This push about to be messy. A good trade for Emblem. There should be time for the plant. Peeker's Advantage gonna arrive on site just a few seconds too late, but they will be able to open up. Colsey deletes Emblem from the server. 2 versus 1 for Flash ET. Renegotiating, repositioning, waiting for Peeker's Advantage to go for the defuse. They take the tap, fake the defuse. One more try. Oh, Colsey's sidelined, and now the 1 versus 1. Now they know where Flash ET is. Door opened up, and they spray down. Just enough time to go for the defuse. Peeker's Advantage hanging on the edge of their seats. Is there enough time? Yes, there is. 6-11. Oh, man, if we're getting a comeback from here, I don't even know. Oh, we got a tech pause. Chat, what even is this game? 6-11. It's just what is this? Somebody tell me what this is. Because I don't even know. Must be tech, couldn't be bad play. True, very true. This is just silly. Omu does have enough money to buy up, so I mean, however this tech ends up going, there should be the full buy on Holly Molly. Oh, no AWP this time around. All right, well, tech pause done. head into round number 18. Round number 18. Can I hear it for round number 18? Rifles and a singular SMG on Salsa. Oh, big lobby push. Seeker's Advantage looking to get the take ground early and often. They might end up giving up more than they bargained for, as Colsey is not expecting the slow push in lobby. That is going to be information, though, for the rest of Peeker's Advantage. But now Spectre tossing over the molly to force out the next lobby player into the open. Good kill for themselves, but that just forces Holly Molly out onto the A-bomb site. And it's just wraps on wraps. Oh, Ureva sitting inside a vent. This is a risky position to be playing from with your teammate up in heaven. Drops the planter. And that's everybody at 100 HP. Larry Wick with the headshot. Jimmy drops down, repositions over to Mini, but Holly Molly are going to evacuate the A-bomb site. Little last spot out of the barrel before Holly Molly extricate themselves. Flash tossed on in to clear out vents, but that's just going to call Larry Wick on over. And the AK able to get some good damage, but it's not enough for the kill. Jimmy will convert that. Doesn't have the kit, though, so needs to go for this defuse very quickly. Has to clear out the whole site all on their own. Flash ET has had tons of time. And look at the plant spot, too. Flash ET has time to not only play this very carefully, to flash in by flash. There's just not enough time. They hear the 10-second. And Jimmy forced to run away. 12-6. And quite good for Holly Molly to reprieve themselves from map number 2. The worst part about this for Peeker's Advantage is while they get to hold on to that AK, the rest of the buy is not great. They don't have enough money. Okay, they have money for a kit. Spectre buy a kit. Spectre doesn't buy a kit. Spectre buys a Molotov. Has $200, could have bought another flash. So no kits on the side of Peeker's Advantage. Oh no, there is one kit. Colsey has it. Oh, Colsey. That's the kit going down as close as possible to your opponents. That's not where you want to be sending that. Holly Molly just going to mop up this final round out of Peeker's Advantage. Jimmy does manage to trade one out, but it's a 2 versus 4 now for Spectre and Ureva. Smoke clears. That's going to allow Spectre able to get to 1. Good damage onto Emblem, but Ureva now. FAMAS in the 1 versus 3. Emblem and Flash ET as low as can be. This FAMAS can definitely handle them. The question is more about Sviti. 100 HP versus FAMAS. Pretty touch and go, all things considered. But the AWP going to be the first thing to peek in through lobby, but it's Emblem's AK to work this one out. And Holly Molly will triumph over Peeker's Advantage. My goodness, that one got close.